Another round is also on Operation Decimation, which had come out a while ago.
Yeah.
And you guys did a video for that. So what made you want to, since people may or may not know that song, but it's been out for a minute, what made you guys want to include that on Operation Decimation?
That was like the beginning of it, really.
Yeah, that was the beginning. That's when we started working on the album. We just wanted to put the song out there so people could know it was coming. You know what I mean? But it still belongs to that project.
I think like, cause now like it's different methods of how you can approach your audience. Like you can hit them with a song here and there. You know, you don't have to drop a whole album. You can probably hit them with a video.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And then when people look for that, it'll still have a home. Oh, it was right there on that album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was glad.
That's dope as hell.
No, you're both snapping on there. So I was glad to see it. Glad to see it made it on there. So that's good.
To be on that one.
Okay. And then taking it back with you know, being dancers and stuff, how do you think that helped you guys develop as artists as you moved into focusing on rapping?
I think the big picture was just entertainment, period. You know, in the beginning, it was just entertainment. Like just watching Michael Jackson and the Rakims and LLs and you know, all the different people who came before us, and us want to get out of a need of like, we was like desperate to come up out of a hole where we was at. So
but I think that part, doing that and having that like practicing and doing all that, it prepared us at a young age. Because this when we was kids, and the rap stuff happened, you know, after high school and stuff like that. So it was like coming up as kids, doing shows and, you know, doing that and practicing all that stuff, it made us already ready. That's why I was saying I wasn't worried about nothing. I knew something was finna happen. We was finna sign with somebody. I just knew it was gonna happen already because we was doing so much stuff and winning so many like trophies and talent shows and stuff like that. Just like you prepare yourself mentally. Okay, I'm finna go on stage. I'm used to this now. You know. Okay, what we doing today? Okay, today we rapping. Okay, cool. Let's go rap this song or whatever. So it made us be like young professionals already.
I think we actually wrote songs first before we rapped.
Well,
we actually wrote a song.
Right. Well, we rapped, then we danced, then we rap, danced, then we, you know,
straight rap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now with both of y'all, and then with House being so big in Chicago, I remember not being from Chicago, even though I lived there later. I remember one of the first things I remember seeing a lot of was Mr. Lee. So when he was getting big and he was coming through, what effect did that have on the rap scene? Because he was more, you know, rap house, whatever. But what effect did that have on the rest of the scene? How you think people looked at y'all nationally, locally?
Well, really, I think it was more like, who was it? Sundance and Fast Eddie. For us, Sundance and Fast Eddie, you know, we was on the west side, so we saw that firsthand, you know what I mean? And that was kind of like a big influence on rap, I think, around that time.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. You know, even
rapping on hip house.
Even house MC music. Lyte Cha 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 had the kind of you know, a little bit like house thing, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the first songs we performed to. MC Lyte Cha Cha Cha. We used that instrumental, you know what I'm saying?
MC Lyte.
Yeah. So it was like, I think it had a big influence on hip hop, the hip hop artists and things like that. Sure. Chubb Rock and a lot of other, you know, New York artists that did that style of hip hop at that time that was more closer to house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chicago, Rob Bass or
well, Jungle Brothers had a lot.
Yeah,
Jungle Brothers, Queen Latifah. Know, there was a lot of people.
Queen Latifah,
yeah. I like how the different energies were spreading across the United States though. You know, you had these different fields that hit everywhere. and everybody kind of did it.
Yeah.
And then now looking back at what's happened with you guys in the city and everything in the 90s in particular, what do you guys think led to the explosion of the West Side in particular, to where it was just group after group after group, just so phenomenal? What was happening, or what made it at that time from the West Side in particular?
I think everybody was trying to blow up around about like 1992, 93, 94.
Well, it probably started even when we was young, like when we was doing the dance group and all that stuff. It started around that time. And the groups started forming, formulating
Early
different.
90s.
Like Crucial Conflict had the two kids with them.
Yeah, they had different. It was different generations of Crucial Conflict. Like 1992, I wasn't in
Do or
the
Die, and it was like a whole lot of things. Everything was just kind of formulating, and I think it was like the fact that we all knew each other, kind of. We all knew about rappers now in Chicago. We all knew about like Psychodrama had Magic in '94, and people was playing in their cars. You know what I'm saying? Crucial Conflict wasn't out yet, but hundreds of people, we all knew that they had music. We had bootleg tapes. We'd get to our homies.
It got leaked,
and it'll just be
it came out
in the hood like that. So I think that's how record labels started hearing about, the groups in Chicago got CDs and tapes in stores and selling them and making money off of them. So
yeah, the Crucial album was already on the street before it even came out in '96. Like people was riding around playing certain songs, I say. Not the whole album, but certain songs. Yeah.
So I think that's what led to that. I think the record labels was like, hey, let's get over here and get this money real fast before they figure anything else out. Because we was coming.
Yeah, they definitely swooped in and got a lot.
Let's get them. Picked everybody up. Yeah.
And why do you guys think too, early on, like different people were in different groups moving around a lot before the world knew everybody? Do or Die had a different lineup. Psychodrama had a different lineup. It just seemed like there were so many changes before the groups really hit. Do you guys remember why that was happening?
It was just like, times was changing. It was like, for me and him, he went to high school and moved to a different area. I went to high school with Buck and them, and it was kind of like where he was at, that's how he got introduced to the Crucial Conflict members. Me and Buck actually started doing some stuff, and then him and another person at our school started, him and Side started being Psychodrama. It was just really about us getting older and moving around and being in different places and meeting different people and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure Wild Style and them and Gino and them just,
they had already came out before.
Right.
Crucial Times, they was like on the West Side, on our end, they was like the first.
Right, but you're talking about like why the changes was happening. Changes just was happening because growing. People was growing older.
Yeah, I guess just the times. Things just changed with the times. The climate was different. People was expressing themselves in different ways according to what, their circumstances were, what area they was in.
I got with Triple Darkness because me and him wasn't rapping together no more. So I was like, okay, I need to find some other people. I need to find me a group. Hey, who rap over here? Who rap? It was like I was like the last one not picked on the team. Like, hold on, I need to get on one of these teams.
That'll do it.
Because Buck started Psychodrama like I don't know where I went, but I came back and he was like, hey, I got a group now. I'm like, wait a minute, you got a group now? So never to join this other group over here. Okay, I need to find me a group. And that's when I met Heinous and Trick. They just happened to be around. It was like, hey, let's work on some music. We worked on a couple of songs. And okay, we Triple Darks now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I met them from Buck.
high school changed everything.
Yeah, yeah, high school changed a lot.
High school changed it all.
Okay. And that the reason I'm asking some of this too, though, is because I think with Operation Decimation, it sounds like you guys are still, you know, not that it sounds like it's from the 90s, but it has the passion and intensity, I think, of your guys' music when I was first getting familiar with you back in the mid 1990s. So, how do you guys think? Two things. One, how do you agree with that and how you maintained it? But then beyond that, how have you been able to evolve and adapt to where you don't sound dated or old or, fall off or whatever? How have you guys been able to do all that?
Okay. So I think that was important to do because that's our sound, so, and it's something that probably people miss and didn't get a chance to hear enough of. With us only doing a couple albums and them only doing a couple albums, you didn't get to hear a full run of everything we was supposed to bring over these years. So I'm like, okay, we got to pick up right there. We got to sound like us and we got to get them what they missing, where we left off at. You can't talk about the same thing no more because that happened already. We got to talk about what we would have talked about next and so forth and all that stuff.
In that order, what he said. But like, no, real talk though, like, the old and the new. Like, I think we always been us. I think we always been lyrically versatile and able to go in different directions with our skills, and talk about a much because we actually been through a much coming from where we come from and a lot of things. Like I say, music has always been my therapy. So I think it's been both of our outlets to like get out here and express ourselves. So yeah, the changes, the different climates you have,
I think doing a project like this too, that's what keep it fresh. And that's what make it something new because it's what you heard before, but not like this. You know what I'm saying? You hearing Crucial Conflict and Triple Darkness elements blended together on the music that's fresh too. XL is a fresh producer when you was hearing me or tracks or Wild Style back in the day, you know what I mean? So that's how we keeping it fresh, bringing XL in and just doing these collaborations and stuff.
We all definitely did it on Operation Decimation. So anything else y'all wanted to add before we bounce?
Shout out everybody who who actually gave us features on this project, we didn't expect to give us features, Shout out my bro Twister, shout out my bro Wow, Buck, it's some more others, but
Alizé, Lisa Valdez,
Kitty,
Samuel,
Samuel, GS,
I forgot,
GS brand,
Chilla and Rob of Snipers. I forgot about that one.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I think we definitely like incorporate everybody that was from the family and from the camp throughout the years on this project, who all had a passion to blow up in the industry, probably never blew up, but
if we didn't, music and if we didn't, we sending the energy to them, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people that's seeing us and seeing what we're doing been coming to me, like other people like COG, you know what I'm saying? And they like, man, y'all giving us the motivation to get back and do stuff too. And I'm like, man, when we here, let's do it, So it's Dark Side Ballers, like a lot of people been coming to us and saluting us on, doing this work. So
I think we definitely salute to them, putting the fire back up under all the people's feet, who probably had, set back with their passion for a minute. But I think this gonna really plant a seed to, get everybody back up and motivated. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely there. Operation Decimation in stores worldwide. Make sure y'all listen, download, support, buy it, etc. However y'all do it. We really appreciate it, DaWreck and Never. Thanks for coming through to Unique Access. And look forward to everybody hearing this project and supporting y'all's music. And thanks for coming through.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man. We're gonna come back again and talk about the next project.
Most definitely.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
Now I want you to listen real close to me. I'm going to ask you some real simple questions, and I want some real simple answers. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
You said that you couldn't have possibly been at the crime scene at 11:15 because you were in the bookstore buying my audio book and my hardcover book at 11:15 when the crime scene occurred in Soren's book.
The history of gangster rap.
So you couldn't have been at the crime scene because you were buying the books.
Right. At 11:15, I was at the bookstore at 11:15, and when I bought the books and accidentally left them at the store.
So at 11:15, you couldn't have been at the crime scene because you were buying books, right?
At 11:15, when I was leaving, it was some people coming in, and I forgot to grab.
But you don't remember who
what they look
people,
like.
what they look like or nothing, right?
No.
So, at 12:15, you were in the bookstore buying my audio book and hardcover book and Soren's book at 12:15. So you couldn't have been at the scene because you were buying the books, right?
Yeah, at 12, exactly, at 12:15 exactly, I was at the bookstore.
Now you see. You know you're not fucked up.
What you mean?
First you said you were at the bookstore at 11:15, and then you said you was 12:15. You know you're not fucked up, man.
He fucked up.
Yeah, he fucked up.
You fucked up.
Man, you confusing me, man.
So, you get my book, my audio book, 40 years, and Soren's book, History of Gangster Rap, and if you don't, you know you're not fucked up, right?
Man, the more those cops ask me questions, the more I wish I bought them motherfucking books.